It's a single line in an email or a quiet comment from a colleague as they pass your desk. Something like, "Oh, you did it that way?" And just like that, your focus is gone. The rest of the afternoon is a blur. The comment replays in your mind on the drive home, in the shower, as you're trying to fall asleep. A ghost in the machine. You tell yourself all the things you're supposed to. Let it go. Don't care what people think. Their opinion is about them, not me. But it's like telling the tide not to come in. The words have already landed. The sting is real. The question is, why? Because the critic on the outside has stopped talking and the one on the inside has taken over. The reason that the stray comment hurts so much, the reason it echoes for days, is because it found a part of you that was already whispering the very same thing. You don't fear their criticism. You fear they have just confirmed yours. This is the hard truth that most self-help avoids. It tells you to build thicker skin, to put up armor, to just ignore the noise. But that's like trying to fix a cracked foundation by putting a new coat of paint on the house. It doesn't solve the real problem. The problem isn't the arrow that was just fired at you. The problem is the wound that was already there, waiting for it. Think about it. If someone on the street shouted that your hair was made of a spaghetti, would you be wounded for days? Of course not. You'd be confused because there is absolutely zero part of you that believes it could be true. The words have no hook. They just fall to the ground. But what happens when you've been working for weeks on a project, running on fumes, secretly terrified you're not up to the job, and your boss says, "I was expecting more"? The sting is immediate because their words didn't create the insecurity. They just found it. This is where the Stoicism cuts right to the heart of the matter. The Stoics understood that our pain almost never comes from what happens to us, but from the story we tell ourselves about it. As Epictetus wrote, if you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it, and it is in your power to wipe out this judgment now. Let that sink in. The power to end the pain has been yours the whole time. That person didn't make you feel incompetent. They just held up a mirror to the part of you that already felt that way. Their judgment only hurts because it activates your judgment. And your judgment is the one thing you can actually change. Imagine two people get the exact same feedback in a performance review. Your work has been inconsistent. The first person hears this and collapses inside. The words confirm their deepest fear. I knew it. I'm a fraud. I can't keep up. It's only a matter of time until everyone finds out. That single piece of feedback becomes a verdict on their entire self-worth. They go home defeated, and their work gets even worse because they're paralyzed by the fear of proving the criticism right. The second person hears the exact same words. Your work has been inconsistent. It stings. Of course it does. They're human. But after that first hot flash of emotion, their training kicks in. They separate the information from the interpretation. They ask, okay, Where is the data for this? Which projects were strong? Which were weak? What was going on for me during those weaker weeks? They see the criticism not as a final judgment on who they are, but as a blurry data point that they can bring into focus. They don't let someone else's story about their work become the story they tell themselves. The external event was identical. The words were the same. The difference wasn't thicker skin. It was a stronger foundation. So what does this look like for you? It's Tuesday morning. You're still reeling from that comment on Monday. You're staring at your computer, and the dread of opening your inbox is a cold knot in your stomach. How do you actually use this in that moment? The work is a practice. Here are the 3 steps. First, don't react, don't defend. When you feel that hot shame or cold anxiety, just stop. Breathe. See the feeling for what it is. An alarm bell. It's just telling you that one of your hidden fears has been touched. Second, ask the real question. Your brain will want to rage. Who do they think they are? That's a dead end. It keeps the focus on them. The Stoic question turns inward. You have to ask yourself, with honest curiosity, what part of me is worried this is true? Is it the fear that you're not smart enough? That you're being left behind? That you're an imposter? You have to name the fear to tame it. Third, physically separate the fact from the story. The fact is, my boss said my work was inconsistent. The story is, I am a failure and I'm going to lose my job. Take a piece of paper. Seriously, do this. On the left side, write the fact. On the right, write the story. Then tear the paper in half. Throw the story in the trash. Look at the fact that remains. It's just information. It has no power to destroy you. You've taken the poison out of the arrow. This isn't a one-time fix. It's the work of a lifetime. It's the slow, deliberate process of bringing your sense of self back home, away from the noise of praise and blame, and into the quiet of your own character. Every time you choose to look at your own insecurity, instead of just reacting to someone else's opinion, you are taking your power back. You are deciding that your value is set by your own deliberate actions, not by a stray comment in a hallway. The goal isn't to be a fortress that nobody can touch. The goal is to be a gardener who knows how to turn manure into fertilizer, to take what is useful and discard the rest. This isn't about being tough. It's about being wise. So let them talk. Let their words come and go. Because the only person who decides what they mean is you. Stop trying to build thicker skin. Start building a stronger core.